Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy, King Sinbad. But as always, guys, you guys can call me Sin. Alright, guys, so I put up on a poll whether you guys wanted to be, Asta to be good in this what if. So, oh, before I get into this video, for those of you who have been asking what if Madara was reincarnated into Naruto? Yes, that is still going to happen. So do not worry. I've just been very busy. My job. We have been very, very, very busy these past couple of months. So I'm sorry that I haven't been getting onto it. And what if Naruto was Orochimaru's son? That will also be coming out probably either this week or sometime next week. I'll let you guys know later on. So, yeah. Let's see. Is there any other announcements that I need to get out of the way? Oh, yeah. No, that's about it. Yeah. All right. So, I put in the comment section. What if Asta had both Lucifero? Lucifer? Screw it. I'm just gonna call him Lucifer. So, I mean, I know it's Lucifero. Yeah, Lucifero. Lucifero and Liebe. And yeah, so Lucifero and Liebe. So yeah. And you guys wanted him to be good in this, so yeah, here we go. So our story will start off not with Asta. Actually, our story will start off in the underworld, or the Tree of the Qliphoth. Oh, and yeah, this is going to have a lot of manga spoilers, so for those of you who are not that far in the manga, or if you are only anime only, yeah, just letting you know, there are spoilers, so. Alright, so, basically, Liebe, so Liebe isn't going to hate devils. Because one, he's never gonna have that encounter where Lucifero possessed him and killed his mom, which is Asta's mom. So yeah, there's that. But anyway, but Liebe still gets casted out because, you know, he's the only devil there that has no magic. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. Sorry about that, guys. I had to check on my pizza. Alright, so. Anyway. Alright, okay. So, yeah. Liebe still got kicked out of the underworld. And, anyway. Still got kicked out of the underworld. And now, Asta's mother still dies. But I'm just going to say it was from a random sickness. Now, before she died, she stored Liebe inside the 5-leaf inside of the grimoire, which became a 5-leaf clover grimoire. And of course, it got transferred over to Asta. Now, however, before that happened, Asta, even though he's born without magic, Lucifero wants Asta. He wants to dwell within Asta. The reason why he wants to dwell within Asta is because Asta has no magic. And since he has no magic, he is a in Lucifero's own words, he is a perfect and pure vessel. Now, obviously, it wasn't in the anime, it was in the manga. It said that he was a vessel, an empty vessel waiting to be filled. So, he sees this as his chance to possess Asta. Now, obviously, hold on, guys. I'll be right back. I gotta check my pizza real quick. Hold on. Sorry about that, guys. So, anyway. Alright, so yeah. Liebe got sealed inside Lick's four-leaf clover grimoire. And Lucifero, he possessed the first Wizard King's four-leaf clover grimoire. He took possession of the first Wizard King's four-leaf clover grimoire. And the first Wizard King's first... oh my gosh. Excuse me. Once he took possession of the first Wizard King's four-leaf clover grimoire, it became a five-leaf clover grimoire. And its color changed that to a bluish black. And let's just say, how do you guys want, because the only way I can think of Lucifero getting his full, infinite, 100% power is if he has Asta. Well, wait, I think I could probably turn an arc into that. So, okay, I figured out how to do it. Okay, so anyway, those two five-leaf clover grimoires are heading towards Asta. Now, here's the interesting part. These two five-leaf clover grimoires, right when they hit Asta, they basically conjoin together. They fuse. They fuse together. So now it's like a blue with some black. No. Actually, no. Scratch that. How should I? Hold on, I take that back. He doesn't. Lucifero does not take possession of the first Wizard King's four-leaf clover grimoire. He actually takes possession of. He possesses Lick's, which is now Liebe's five-leaf clover grimoire, and he enters it, not knowing that Liebe was in there. But since Liebe has no magic power, and since he has only anti-magic, he's technicality an empty vessel. So, Lucifero's magic basically dominates inside the book. Now, I figured out a good way for this to work. How he's able to switch between devils. And Asta's not really going to know that he's doing it. His mind, he's doing it subconscious. He'll be doing it subconsciously. Now, Asta, he's not going to be like the same Asta we know as in canon. One, he's going to be half human, half elf. Now, elves have more of a greater physical enhancements than normal humans do. So naturally he'll be more quicker and more stronger. Don't worry, he's still going to train his body. And not only that, his height is going to be the same as Yuno's height. Now his hair color will still be white. His personality, however, will... I mean, he can get energetic. Um, think of Goku and Vegeta's personalities. Normally, he's going to act like how Vegeta does. But when a fight happens, that's when Goku's personality will be kind of like... That's kind of how his personality will be. So, yeah. However, because of Lucifero's, because since Lucifero is going to be in there, possessing Asta, since Lucifero and Liebe are going to be possessing Asta at the same time, Asta, he will get, when in a fight, he'll get kind of sadistic. Not really evil, just he can be very brutal when he's fighting. Now, at this point in time, anyway, the Five-Leaf Clover grimoire enters Asta, and it enters Asta, and then it basically waits until he turns 15 and waiting for him to fall into despair. Now, Asta, like I said, his personality is going to be completely different than how it was in canon. Oh my god, are you serious? Hold on, guys, I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that, guys. So, where was it? Alright, so yeah. We did a time skip. So, Asta, around about the age of 5, Asta has been a man of few words. Now, like I said, since Asta's half human, half elf, he's already been discriminated, not just for... Well, it's kind of hard to explain. His magic power has always been in a constant state of flux. Sometimes they detect it, but then again, it always disappeared. Then it always reappeared, and then so on and so forth. But one day, Asta, he just had enough of the bullying. And this is when he accidentally tapped into Lucifero's power and used gravity magic, and basically did an almighty push on them and pushed them all the way, crashing into trees and stuff. And, well, ever since then, the gravity... This is when Lucifero's magic would mainly dominate Liebe until near Asta's teenage years, to where Asta started doing it subconsciously, without him even knowing that he was doing it, where he was able to switch out Liebe with Lucifero. When he wasn't in combat, people just couldn't detect his magic. But when his emotions ran high, or whenever he was in a fight, all of a sudden, boom, out of nowhere, because since Lucifero is a high-ranking devil, for having considering he's the strongest devil in the underworld, Asta's magical power is so great that it literally terrifies people. Even sometimes Yuno is afraid to fight Asta when they're going all out, because sometimes their fights just become way too serious, and it almost nearly destroyed Hodge Village. But anyway, one day Yuno says, "Hey Asta," he says, "are you gonna be ready for tomorrow?" And then this is when Asta said, "Oh, you mean for our grimoires?" "Yeah. Been waiting for it for all our lives, haven't we?" And this is when Yuno and Asta kind of have like a brotherly moment. But anyway, this is when him and oh, and if you guys are wondering, is Asta gonna have like the same body build? Well, like I said, he's around Yuno's height, so yeah, they're both 15 right now. So right now they are just currently, but Asta has always been a firm believer of training your body, mind, and soul. Obviously, your soul being your mana. And, he didn't really see the point of training your body, considering you're going to be using magic all the time. But he figured that, it wouldn't hurt to train your physical body just in case somebody had some way of nullifying magic. Asta. I ain't gonna let on any spoilers, but Asta does figure out a way to combine Liebe and Lucifero's powers together without them canceling each other out. So he does figure out how to do it. It's just gonna take a little while down the road. So anyway, the day of the magical selection happens. Well, not magical selection, god dang. The grimoire, where everybody gets their grimoires. Of course, he gets the 4-leaf clover wind grimoire. And, people are just, freaking out that they just couldn't believe that, all of a sudden, it's Asta's turn. Now, Asta, he isn't, like, standing out there with his hands open, waiting for his grimoire to come down like he was, like, in canon. Now, however, a grimoire does come out, but it doesn't come off from the grimoire or from the bookshelf. No, this grimoire comes from out. It comes from out of Asta's chest and outside. Now, you're wondering how Asta hasn't fell into despair. Not entirely true. See, back when Asta was still a little kid, remember when I was talking about those bullies? So yeah, the reason why after when he finally just had enough of the bullies, that's when he actually truly fell into despair. And then that's when Lucifero's gravity magic sprung up, and then that's when he mainly stayed in a constant state of mana. This is when, and then that's how he actually, truly fell into despair. So Asta had already fallen into despair. All he had to do was wait until he turned 15. So, but anyway, this is when everybody sees this 5-leaf clover grimoire, and it's like a clean but dark blue. It's blue and it like a darkish blue with black in it, but it was so ominous that it was literally filling the entire, like, literally it was so powerful and so overwhelming and overflowing that it was literally leaking out of the building. Like, it felt like the entire place was going to explode and just start covering all of Hodge Village. Not just Hodge Village, like, because Asta had spent so long with Lucifero and Liebe with and yes, Asta has already came in contact with Lucifero and Liebe. Now, and Liebe explains, he possesses anti-magic, and Lucifero explains that he possesses gravity magic. Now, Asta, he is smart. Now, I'm not gonna say he's like smart as like how I normally make all my other characters. Yeah, I'm gonna say he's average intelligence. So I'm gonna say Yuno. Oh no, Yuno's pretty smart. So I'm gonna say he's Vegeta smart. I think that's fair. Vegeta smart, even though Vegeta's. I mean, Vegeta, he's just smart enough and he has enough common sense just to get by. So, yeah. But anyway, people are wondering where that grimoire just came from. Like, it just came out of nowhere. Well, like I said, it came out. It came out of Asta. And then, after it came out of Asta, so after it came out of Asta, this is when he was actually truly able to establish a contract with both Lucifer and Liebe. Now, Lucifero, he didn't really require. He mainly required all of Asta's body. Liebe, he said he would tell Asta what he wants on a later date, when he thinks that Asta's reached enough. When he's reached a certain level of power, then that's when they'll make a contract. See, Liebe, he's more patient than Lucifero was. So anyway, now Asta, he isn't going to be a simp for Lucifero and Liebe. Nah. Oh, and by the way, Asta is going to have a harem. I'm just saying. It's not going to be a big harem, but it's going to be a harem nonetheless. So, yeah. But anyway, this is when Asta, he opened up his grimoire, and the first gravity magic spell that he got was gravity magic Presence of the Demon King, which is basically like what he always used to do. And I have decided to give Asta more gravity spells, and here's some of them, but he's gonna unlock them at a later date. So I'll just give you a hint of what not a hint, I'll give you some of the names. He's gonna get gravity magic Almighty Push, gravity magic Universal Pull, and then gravity magic Planetary Devastation. So yeah. And some other gravity magics, and those gravity magics are going to be, like I said, explained at a later date. So yeah. And not only that, he also sees the anti-magic. Now, what's fascinating is that Asta, like I said, he does it subconsciously. Sometimes he doesn't even know that He knows that he's doing it, he just doesn't know how he's doing it. So, but anyway, he's able to pull out an anti-magic sword without it consuming any of his mana. Now, he doesn't know how or why this is happening, but he creates kind of like an, how should I say this? Almost like a, instead of the anti-magic coming inside of his body, it's more like staying like in between his skin and outside of his skin. So it's not really inside of his body, but it's not, I mean, it is on the outside, but it's not fully all the way inside, if that makes sense, because you have, it's hard to explain, but he kind of does it, and now this is enough to where he's able to use the sword without it draining any of Lucifero's mana, or, you know, his mana power, or any of his magic power, and still keeps Asta safe, and he's able to use it with, well, relative ease. So, now, of course, the only weapon he really has is the Demon Slayer sword. But anyway, he puts the anti-magic sword back in, and he subconsciously undoes the anti-magic barrier around his body and allows Lucifero's mana or magic power to fully just come rushing out of, basically just allows Lucifero's mana and magic power to fully just come out. Now, he has so much magic power that even when he's not ramping it up, it's just, for people who have just weak mana, or mid-tier, or even some high-ranking people, if you hit, without him even having to ramp up his mana, without him having to go full serious mode, like, it's just, sometimes it's overwhelming. So some people have to, you know, be at a good distance from Asta without, you know, passing out, or, you know, trying not to puke or anything like that. Now, you know, guys, I'm going to leave it off right here, and then I'll get into the Magic Knights exam, and I'm going to, after I post this video, I'm going to put in which, I'm going to put up in the polls, which Magic Knight group should he be in. So be on the lookout for those polls, so that way you guys can vote, and I can, and whichever vote is the closest, that's the one we'll go with. Now, me personally, I would like him to either be with the Black Bulls or with the Golden Dawn. Now, either way, I'll be fine with whatever you guys choose, but you gotta, me personally, I always look at it, well, which one would really suit Asta the best? Now, obviously, the Black Bulls would be a good fit, but also I can see, in this case scenario, Asta being able to go to the Golden Dawn, or even the Crimson Lion Kings, or the Silver Eagles. Maybe. It just really depends. So, without further ado, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Tell me what you guys thought about this. Leave a comment down in the comment section down below. Leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe. Turn that bell notification on. Share this video with all your friends on your social media platforms. But without further ado, guys, till the next one, see you guys later. It's been your boy, King Sinbad. Peace out, my homies.